What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. Now, I do want to say yesterday, it was a solid day overall. We did cash a 5.25x. We cashed a 2.5x, 2.5x. As you'll see across the board, I would have loved to cash these as just like a straight up 3-man, everything hits, a straight up 4-man, everything hits. But sometimes this is how injuries are going to go, right? Amon-Ra St. Brown gets injured on like the first play. He gets out of that game. I bet if he does play, he probably does end up hitting his line, but he gets injured, right? And that's part of the game. Now, I will say we are very set up once again as a Friday. We have this play set up, this one down here, this one down here. So a lot of different setups throughout the day that we are able to pick up, which is really nice to see. A lot of these are happening either today, tomorrow, or even on NFL Sunday. This was actually a play that I gave out in yesterday's video, which was Bengals +7. Really simple hit right there. They won by like 14. So actually they won by 16. So that was an amazing call right there on Onyx Odds. This was also yesterday's play right here. Was Lamar and Mark Andrews to go under, and you'll see that they went over together, right? As bad as Lamar played, and honestly, he didn't even throw it to Mark Andrews that much. The reason they went over is because they were losing pretty much that entire game. So if you're losing a football game, you're going to pass and pass and pass, and you'll actually see it was one of these fourth quarter plays late in the game. The game was already pretty much over, and Lamar passes it to Mark Andrews, and Mark Andrews gets, I think, like a 25-yard catch, and that sent Lamar over, and that sent Mark Andrews over, okay? So again, when a team is losing the football game, that is when they pass a lot. When a team is winning the football game, that is when they actually run a lot and they do not pass as much. Okay, so for example here, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. Now this is a very back and forth game, so it's just one of those type of games where this team scoring then the other team is scoring. But you'll see Dak throws for 300 yards yesterday, over 300 yards. CeeDee Lamb gets a 50-yard catch. And George Pickens gets I think he had like a 40-yard catch, okay? So everyone on this team pretty much does go over. And this is what we do on this channel. We do a thing called correlation. So taking Dak and CD over is a really great example of that, right? We have Dak, and then we have one of the best receivers in the league to go over together. So I will say, guys, yesterday, so hopefully everyone had a very good Thanksgiving, good time with their family. Now, today is Black Friday, okay? And Black Friday, one of my favorite days because you get a ton of deals, and this is no different right here on this channel because I am giving you guys an insane opportunity today to get my VIP access for a lifetime access, lifetime VIP access, which is exactly what it sounds like. You will get my VIP, no questions asked, completely for life. So no more passes, no anything you have to buy, no year pass you have to buy. You will get my VIP until the end of time, okay? Forever access to my VIP. Now, this is going to be about 400 and I think it's like $475 is what it turns out to. Actually, it's right here. 480 right here is what it turns out to be. Now, I posted this last night at like midnight or like 12:30, and it was Black Friday, and I was like, I don't know. Is anyone even up anymore? Is anyone going to take advantage of this pass? And you will see this pass did sell out overnight. I had a lot of people take advantage of this overnight, and it did go ahead and sell out pretty quickly. The thing about it, guys, is a lot of the people who are in my VIP long term, so the people who get a year pass with me, the people who get a full season with me, these were the people that really hopped on this pass early. I instantly got texts about it. I instantly got people wanting to join, people trying to see what they could do to arrange money to go ahead and purchase this pass, which is amazing to see. And I will say those people are the real ones who know what we do over the course of a season, over the course of honestly a year, a lifetime, right? And those are the people who purchase my VIP. So I don't know how much longer this is going to last, but I do want to say, guys, I am opening up 5 more spots to this, okay? So 5 more spots, lifetime VIP access, all right? It does not get any better than that. There's going to be 5 spots available. I don't know how often I'm going to do this again. If it does keep working out, if you guys do like the lifetime access, maybe I'll bring it back. But really, only special days like a Black Friday or something is when I would be planning to do something crazy like this and give you guys complete lifetime access, right? So I will say with this, guys, this is going to be about $500, so I get it. It's a hefty bill to pay there, but I will also say you will be very profitable over that long term, right? This past year, we're up more than 300 units, which would mean you're up $3,000 as just a $10 better. You can also finance this with Afterpay or with Klarna, okay? So I'm not a big finance guy. I don't think you should really finance everything you get. Like you try to buy a shirt and you should go finance it. But with one of these things right here, you will actually make money with this pass if you think about it. And, you will eventually pay this pass off, and then you'll pretty much be left with VIP lifetime access for forever, right? Forever, you'll have lifetime VIP access once you pay this off. So I got a lot of questions of like, hey man, I can't do the 500 right now. How do I get in? Well, you can finance it, first of all. And then second of all, You can also sign up for apps like Sleeper and like Prize Picks, Sleeper and like Better and like Onyx Odds, which I will be getting to. Okay, guys. So massive VIP sale, lifetime access. I will say I actually charge normally a little bit more than this for a full year of VIP access. All right, and that is why I'm only limiting it to 5 people, just because I don't want to limit it to everyone and then everyone just gets in at such a low price. So be quick to this here, guys. I'm telling you guys right now that a lot of people got in, and a lot of people that were in my lifetime VIP access overnight were pretty much we're chomping at the bits to get into this pass right here. Okay, so this is what we do on this channel, guys. This is a year to date, so I finally got the graph corrected to be the entire year right here, and yes, we are up more than 300 units. You'll see there's always ups and downs in this game, guys, but over a long period of time, and by the way, this is over probably like 3,000 bets, so a lot of bets, we win long term, guys, and that is pretty much the story of this channel. Whether you go back to last year, whether you go back to this year, it does not matter. We win long term, and it's using our correlation strategy. So first pick of the day, guys, is going to be Jordan Addison over his receiving total at 34.5 in tomorrow. Sorry, this is on Sunday's game, I believe. And this is the Vikings versus Seahawks, and this play is on Onyx Odds. So I talked about the lifetime access, guys. I talked about financing it. I talked about, you could just straight up buy the pass as well. But you might be like, well, I don't have that much money. I don't have that much money to start betting. I want to start putting some of that money into my bankroll. I don't have all the money in the world to just invest in a lifetime access pass because maybe I'm new here or something like that. I will say that is why Onyx Odds is one of your best opportunities to get into the VIP, probably the best opportunity to get into the VIP, because with just $10, you'll get $100 in free picks. You'll actually get $115 in free picks, which I always say 100 just because the clean number, but it's actually 115. So because every dollar matters here, but you'll get all of these free picks right here on Onyx Odds, guys. All you have to do is spend $10 on Onyx with my code Detective. Again, text me the word Onyx to get those instructions. The link will also be in the first pinned comment to get the link into Onyx, and then you can sign up for that in that pinned comment there. So I know that sounds way too good to be true. This is not like a Black Friday promo or anything like that. I would say to sign up as soon as possible, just because I don't know how long they're going to be doing this promo, but this is something that always amazes me that they're able to do this, right? $100 to every person that signs up for Onyx. Okay, so get your friends on this, get your family on this. I'm sure a lot of you guys are with your families this weekend or something like this. So if you have someone that is interested in winning long term in sports betting, maybe they keep losing or something like that in sports betting, they're losing all their money, guys, get them into the VIP, get them into Onyx Odds, get them free money right here, and you guys can be betting on some of these Black Friday games and these weekend games. Okay, also Sleeper, guys, you'll get a free $20 entry. You'll get 2 free months of the VIP super simply right there, and this is another amazing method to get into the VIP for multiple months. Okay, so this will pretty much take you up until end of January, right, which is pretty much when the season is ending, and then we just really have like the NFC AFC championship and the Super Bowl, really. So you'll pretty much get the rest of the season just with Sleeper alone. All right, let's get into the Prize Picks play of the day, guys. All right, so I have a 3-man, of course, and we have a massive game tonight. It is Texas versus Texas A&M. I'm a huge Texas fan, so I would be going for Texas, but with that being said, I do think this is going to be a very close game. I think there's going to be a lot of back and forth. I think Arch Manning's going to have to play very well. And again, really, with all of that being said, all of that can be thrown out the window. What really matters is that these are extremely correlated together, okay? So if Arch Manning, if he throws the ball a ton, right? If you guys watched that Arkansas game last week, or you guys watched pretty much any game that Arch Manning has played in the past couple of weeks, he has done very well. He's thrown for over 300 yards. And his number 2 receiver, really, his number 1 is a guy named Ryan Wingo, but this is really his like number 2. He kind of has like 3 receivers that he goes back and forth with. But Emmett Mosley, I'm also taking him over. And again, this is no different to anything that we would play in the NFL and college football, in a random college football game or a random NFL game, guys. We take the quarterback and the receiver to go over together or under together. So the more that Arch Manning does, if he throws for a ton of yards, then his number 2, number 3 receiver is also going to likely get a ton of yards there. So that's extremely correlated. If you're asking, well, why do we go up so much, right? Why is this graph up and to the right always? It is because of this strategy, right? I owe all the credit to this strategy, to correlation right here. It is using correlation. As you will see, if Arch Manning does throw for 400 yards tonight, then this guy is probably has a 90+% chance of going over, which is very, very good on a site like Prize Picks because we still get a 5x for it. So the last pick on Prize Picks, and I actually have 2 more picks after this play right here, is going to be Jalen Coker to go over 2.5 receptions. I think they're probably going to be down in this game early. I think Rams honestly have a shot of winning the Super Bowl, and Rams just look absolutely insane. So they'll probably come out swinging maybe be up by like 14 points, and the Panthers are going to be forced to throw the ball quite a lot. So Panthers are kind of a weird team because they can run a lot if they want. They can also pass a lot if they want. They're kind of mediocre at both, but they're also sometimes pretty decent at both. But Jalen Coker is one of those guys that should get a lot of easy completions for Bryce in this game, and I am taking him over 2.5 receptions. So this is obviously not correlated together, but these two are very correlated along with a pick that is very, very solid right here. All right, so as I mentioned, guys, again, get that VIP access. That's going to be the first link in the description. And let's go ahead and get into some additional plays right here. So first additional play is going to be in college football. And this is actually going to be today. It is going to be Fernando Mendoza to go, if it would load here, it is going to be Fernando Mendoza to go under 19.5 pass completions. The reason being, guys, is because he is facing Purdue. Purdue is like 2-9. They're a very bad football team. And Fernando Mendoza is probably not going to have to do very much to win this game, okay? It is kind of an opposite thing where a lot of people think that to win a football game, especially when you're the number 2 team in the country, Fernando Mendoza, who's like a Heisman candidate, is going to have to throw a ton. He's going to have to play out of his mind to do so. That is not what happens in most football games, guys. That might be like Indiana versus Oregon or Indiana versus, Ohio State or something like that. But in most football games in college football, when it's just like a random team versus a really, really good team, normally the defense wins football games for them. And maybe he gets like a couple of long passes that will just put them up by like 28 points, and then they just ride the wave for the rest of the game. Okay. So that's the first pick right there, Fernando Mendoza to go under pass completions. And the second pick is also going to be today, and it's going to be Dallas Goedert to go over 3.5 receptions, okay? So same sort of thing here that I like with the Jalen Coker one. Dallas Goedert, I am taking him over 3.5 receptions. I think there should be a lot of easy pass completions to him today with that weak Chicago defense, and I do think this actually might be a pretty close game between the Bears and the Eagles, actually. I think this might be a pretty close game. That's at least what I'm thinking there. So these are going to be your 2 additional plays for the day, guys. Again, this is going to be the big 3-man, and then this is going to be the play on Onyx. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you are really about that life, then lock in for a complete lifetime. I mean, this is crazy, right? This is bar none. You can't argue that this is not an insane deal right here, because once you pay this off, man, you have VIP access for the rest of your life, and it's crazy, right, to think about that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Like I said, everyone stay safe over the weekend and keep enjoying that family time, as I know you guys are. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.